Starting up front here, underneath the hood, we have a 3.5-liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 296 horsepower, 263 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 1,000 pounds. Up front, you have your headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Onto the side here, we have 18-inch alloy wheels, got the all-wheel drive badge on the front end, and your side mirrors also have the blind spot monitoring feature. On both of your front handles, you'll find these two double lines. Talk about that more as we get over to the driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we have black roof rails. Approaching the back here, we have those backup parking sensors, little round nodules all the way across your rear bumper, Sienna logo across the back, and the XLE all-wheel drive badge on the bottom right. Directly underneath of your logo is where you'll be able to find your backup camera. To open up your rear space here, reach underneath of the logo, press the button, and lift upwards. Inside, of course, we have both the second and third row seating. Second row seating has independent captain's chair, which means that there's nothing in between the two sides. There's no split bench seat that you can see here, so you can use this as a path of travel or for additional storage. We'll talk about that more when we get up there. As for the third row here, as we can see, it is a 60-40 split, so you can see the split on the right-hand side here, larger side to the left, smaller side to the right, and as you can see, you can choose to either have your seats upright, laid down flat like this, or if you choose, you can also pick it up and lay it forward, as you would typically find most rear seats just laid front so that the back part is laid against the seat. You can choose to lay it whichever way you would like, but the Stow'N'Go method does allow, if you put both sides down, to leave you a very large section of cargo space you can use for carrying much larger items or for stacking a lot more inside as well. If you choose to either have your seats fully upwards or simply lay it flat on top, you can take advantage of this deep storage well that runs the whole way across the back. There's also additional storage that comes on the left-hand side here. On the right-hand side, you'll find a 12-volt adapter and interior light. Third row seat occupants have access to plenty of their own storage and cup holder space, and the rear section windows, this third section of windows, is actually power adjustable, so it can be kind of kicked outwards on that back rear corner, giving it a little bit of extra airflow throughout. We'll take a look at that when we get up front as well. To close it up back here, you can reach up for the handle on the right-hand side, or just press the electronic button to the left. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So to open up the door here, you can just simply give a pull on the handle, and you'll find the door slides right open for you automatically. There's also the buttons on the key fob you can use to achieve the same action. Inside your interior upholstery is the light gray leatherette with a light gray stitching. As you can see, there are armrests that exist both on the outside and the inside for both of the independent captain's chairs, which, as we said, you can use this as a path of travel to get to your third row, or there are controls on the side of the seat. There are little diagrams showing you which control does what. This way you can move your seat back and forth as well as laying it down flat to increase your cargo space. Now, looking inwards, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, there is pouch storage, as well as little hooks you can see on either side. In the middle is where you have your little cubby space, and then this little lower section folds down to create a cup holder space for you as well. And then looking up overhead on the rear driver's side is where you'll find this third zone air conditioning control panel. This allows you to control the temperature, fan speed, and mode for your second and third row air conditioning. This can also be controlled using the panel up front. We'll take a look at that in a second when we get up there. To close up your space back here, there are a couple of different options. One is if you look right underneath of the rear handles here, you'll find this little button. You can give this guy a press and it will close your doors. Inside of the rear door, you have another little handle. You can give this guy a pull, or you can simply pull on the outdoor handle as we did before. Lots of different options to make it easy to get in and out. Looking forward on once again, these two double lines here, these guys indicate keyless entry. So if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here to lock and unlock. Inside your driver's door, we have our first look at this wood grain trim paneling that you'll be able to find little hints of throughout your front cab space. Power windows here for front and back. Window lock, power lock system, side mirror controls. Front driver's seat is electronically adjustable. Back, front, up, down lumbar support. You have both your hood and gas release in the bottom left-hand corner. Then you have this little storage cubby. You have your power door off, so that way your rear doors can only be opened from the outside, not the inside. And then this is the control for that third row window to just pop it outwards electronically for extra airflow. Traction control, parking sensors, and your BSMs. Take a look here at your steering wheel. Left hand side, you have your volume, hands-free communication, and radio controls. Right hand side, controls for your dash display, and then your cruise control down below. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your customizable home screen. Underneath that is your apps. So navigation, audio, phone, message, eco setup, and maintenance. In your setup is all your specifics. General home screen, voice display, Bluetooth, phone, audio, driver, easy speaker. And then in your audio listening, AM, FM, satellite radio, full Bluetooth connectivity, optional adapters for USB and aux. Then of course you have your CD player right up top, radio controls along the right hand side, tune scroll on the bottom right, volume on the bottom left. Underneath is where you have your gear shift, and then you have your air conditioning control panels. As we said, we have the controls for the rear back here. Up front we have dual controls, so this allows the driver and front passenger to have their own unique temperature settings. You can see the display in the middle screen there. You can also change up your sync to have both sides up front working together in unison, and then you can also have it so that your rear section works with it all together. This allows you to have full control about the air conditioning going on inside the vehicle. Then we also have defrost for your front and rear windshield on the left, four ways on the right. Underneath, you have your audio listening, your aux and USB 12 volt, and then your tune scroll device, the tune scroll I suppose, for your two front heated seats. Then up top left, push start ignition. You also have this little pop-out cup holder space here. Cubby spaces down below, 12 volt adapter at the back. Then you have this big storage space all the way at the bottom with a built-in tray design. Cup holders in the back. You have a little bit of a light up ambient light so you can see what you're doing even at nighttime. Inside of your console space, we just have a huge amount of storage. On the right hand side, this is where you have your dual storage compartments. So you've got one up top and then your normal glove box down below. On your rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 house shapes. These are your garage door openers. Then you have your sunglasses compartment, overhead lighting controls, controls for your power trunk and side doors, as well as for your moonroof.